The truth about the word damn, it's not a curse word. Today we're diving into a word that often gets a bad reputation, damn. Many people think it's a curse word, but let's take a closer look at the history and true meanings. Spoiler alert, it's not inherently bad. So what does damn actually mean? The word originates, or is claimed to originate from the Latin word damnare, which simply means to condemn or to pronounce judgment. In fact, damn has been used in religious contexts for centuries and describes divine judgment or condemnation, particularly in phrases like eternal damnation. But here's the thing, damn itself is not inherently offensive. It's a descriptive term referring to a state of condemnation, not a vulgar or crude expression. Now, here's something even more interesting. In the Holy Quran, we find a similar concept. In chapter 91, verse 14, God says, "Fademdama," right? In reference to the people of Ad. In this verse, fa means so, and demdama refers to destruction, complete annihilation, a form of divine punishment. This shows that damn in English echoes the Quranic pure Arabic of destruction. However, just like the English Quranic usage of damdama is not inherently bad. It's situatized to the context of divine justice. Okay. Over time, damn became more commonly used in everyday languages, often to express frustration or emphasize, for example, saying, "That's a damn good idea." It's a way of strongly emphasizing how good the idea is. In this context, it's not offensive at all. It's just adding intensity to the statement. Now let's talk about something even deeper. Here's the theory. The Holy Quran has preserved the original language, and this is my theory, that God sent to mankind. This is only possible because God preserved the Quran itself. Throughout history, God has communicated with humanity in one language, not many different ones as we often assume. The language he spoke to Adam is the same as Quranic Arabic. I believe this is the same language he used to speak to Jesus and even people often associated with Jesus in Aramaic. It's the same language he used to speak to Moses. Why? Because God's message to humankind is consistent. He doesn't change his language. Quranic Arabic that originates divine language. The Arabic is that original divine language. So if we trace the word damn back to its roots, we can see that it's not a bad word, and it starts from the Quran, even though the Latin gives it no credit, right? Because the Quran preserves, is protected by Allah, and his language is therefore preserved. So you can trace the similar words, right? And you may say, okay, well, the Quran, the Arabic, copied the Latin, or this and that. Nobody copied anybody. It's just it started out with one language. That's how God revealed. He taught Adam one language. And then as mankind moved away from monotheism to polytheism, those people isolated themselves and their language changed. So we still have some remnants of similar words that we can trace back to one pure language and the godly language. So damn is one of those words that's actually divinely that God chose us to use. He taught us this word. It's a reflection of divine speech. It's a holy word because it comes from the language of Allah chosen for humankind to speak. Damn is not a curse word. It's a term of deep sacred meaning. The next time someone tells you not to say damn, you can share this true history and significance. Language is powerful in understanding. Its roots help us to appreciate even more. Thanks for watching.